Hi Navjeet, good afternoon. Hello Padmavati, good afternoon. We'll just wait for 2 minutes for everyone to join. If you can listen to me, can you please raise your hand, please? Hi Mariam, nice to see you again. Thank you Padmavati. Hi Shell. Thank you. Navjeet, there is a button. See, beside the mic button, there is a raise hand button. You need to press that. Yeah, that one. Yes. Thank you. We'll just wait for others to join. 2 minutes. If you can listen to me, can you please raise your hand? Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, Shell. Hi, Brajendra. Hello, Abdullah Ahmad. Hello. I think we can start. Okay. A very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to Penguin Reading Program. Today's book is The Hounds of Baskervilles. Who has read the book? Please raise your hand. Okay, Mariam. I request all of you to please read the book and attend the class. All right, let's begin. Thank you. Oh, great, Padmavati. Okay, first we will watch a video and listen and watch the video carefully, and then we shall answer these questions. Okay, so let's begin. I shall play the video twice. Okay, so I am playing the video. I'm playing the video for the first time now. Okay, I shall play the video twice. Listen to it and watch it carefully. Then we will answer the questions. Okay, so let's start. I'm playing the video for the first time now. Start.
There's a place, it's a sort of local landmark called Dewar's Hollow. It got him, tore him apart. My dad's body was never found.
In your own time, but quite quickly.
He said he'd seen terrible things.
There's a monster out there, John. There's only one thing to do. Find out where it lives. How far down does that lift go?
Quite a way, sir.
It was right. What a hound.
There is nothing wrong with me, do you understand?
I'm playing the video again for the ones who joined late.
It's a sort of local landmark called Dewars Hollow. It got him. Tore at him, tore him apart. My dad's body was never found.
In your own time, but quite quickly.
He said he'd seen terrible things.
If there is a monster out there, John, there's only one thing to do. Find out where it lives.
How far down does that lift go?
Quite a way, sir.
Henry's right.
What a hunt.
There is nothing wrong with me, do you understand?
Okay, the first one. Have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? Who is he? Please raise your hand, whoever wants to answer. Hi, Mariam. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. So yes, I have heard of about Sherlock Holmes. I have watched many movies of the character playing Sherlock Holmes, and further, I have read books about him, and moreover, in my school days when I was small, so we used to read books about him.
Oh, wow. That's lovely. Nice to know that, Mariam. Thank you.
And who is he?
And
Yes, ma'am. And who is he? He's a detective who search about the criminals and what happened to that place, or if a person is being killed, and so he's a person who solves mysteries.
good. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to ask whoever raised their hand. Have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? How? Their personal experience. Okay. So Mariam answered, but still I would like to listen to others as well. Hi, Sushila.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Uh,
Please tell me.
yes, ma'am. Sherlock Holmes. I heard about Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
It is a story in my tenth class.
Mm-hmm.
So we read so many books of Sherlock Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a web series about him. He's a private detective,
Mm-hmm.
and he solves the mysteries of people who comes to him
Mm-hmm.
to know who killed whom.
Okay. Good. People who come to him. Okay, not comes to him.
People here come to him.
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Sushila. Yes, in class 10, we did read. Yes, Tara. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you too, ma'am. Good afternoon, by the way, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? Yes, I have heard of Sherlock Holmes. Who is he? Sherlock Holmes is a fictional detective, created by British author.
Mhm.
British author. Ma'am, I not remember his name. I think uh, uh, Conan something. Not remember. And referring to himself as a consulting detective in the stories.
Oh,
That's it,
very,
ma'am.
very good. Very good. All right. That was good. Next, Neeraj Verma.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
And first one, ma'am, have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? Who is he? Yes, ma'am. I heard of Sherlock Holmes,
Mhm.
and I watched many. I was actually Sherlock Holmes based series approximate 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And who is he? He is a private detective.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Solve the mystery cases.
Yes.
And so yeah, he solved the mystery cases, and yes, ma'am. That's why I know.
Great. Yes. And Tara?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he's author Canon Dial. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I forgot his surname. So
No problem.
that's why.
No problem. Next we have Hi Sharmila. Nice to meet you again.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Tell
Nice
me.
to meet you too. Have you heard of Sherlock Holmes? Yes, I have heard of Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Not
Sherlock Holmes.
It's not
yes.
sure. It's Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Hmm?
Yes. And he is a character of novel or stories
Hmm?
who is a detective, and generally it is a character of British novels
Mhm.
whose writer is Arthur Conan, I
Mhm.
think. That's all.
Okay, that's great. It's good to know that all of you have heard about him, read about him in school, colleges, and you are able to speak. That's great. Next, what do you understand from the video? Is it a horror film or a thriller? Who can answer? Even the ones who did not hear about Sherlock Holmes and who is here in the class for the first time, you saw the video, right? Just by seeing the video, what did you understand? Please raise your hand. I want new hands. Mariam, Neeraj, yes. Tara, okay, Sushila, yes. Yeah, Sushila.
Yes, ma'am. It is a thriller, and
Mhm.
by the video, he is investigating a case.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, yes, good
yes,
enough. Yes. By seeing the video, what did you understand? Speak, speak. It's okay. Even if you did not read the book, it's okay if you haven't heard of Sherlock Holmes. You will know today. Your friends just told you that he is a character written by Conan Doyle and it's from the British books and he is a detective. Okay. So, in the video that you saw, what did you understand? Is it a horror movie or is it a thriller? Brajendra, Harshit, Navjeet, Padmavati, whoever saw the video, what did you understand? Come on, raise your hands, speak. Navjeet, what did you understand?
Actually, I heard first time for this Sherlock Holmes.
Holmes. L is
Or
silent.
Holmes.
Hmm.
Actually, I read this on this Enguru app. So about that video, I think it's horror, mystery, and thriller movie.
It's a thriller, not a horror. Okay?
Not a horror.
No, it doesn't
Thriller.
have ghost and all. Okay, because Sherlock Holmes is what? He's a detective, right?
Okay.
So a detective solves mysteries. You heard your friends, right? All of you, all of
Yeah.
them said he's okay. So they, whenever there is a mystery detective, it's a thriller. Okay.
Thriller. Okay.
Whenever there's a ghost, then it's a horror, no?
Horror.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Good. At least you tried. Yes, Padmavati.
Ma'am,
Padma-
I hear the first. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Padmavati. Tell me.
I hear the first time Sherlock Holmes about
Hmm.
Sherlock Holmes.
Hmm.
I read the book
Mhm.
at enguru.
Uh-huh. So where does the mystery take place, Padmavati?
Ma'am,
Third question.
third question. Where does the mystery take place?
You saw the video also, right? So what did you understand?
Depths.
Okay. So where does the mystery take place? Which place? What do you understand in the video?
Place.
You saw the video, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So where does the mystery take place? What did you understand?
It.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Did you read the book?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you don't remember? No
Mystery
problem.
places.
Hmm?
More, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Moor. Okay. It's pronounced as moor. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. Yeah. Abdullah, that's no problem. I will inform it to the team. Okay. No issues. All right. We will now go to the next one. Match the words with their meanings. Okay. Match the words with their meaning. The first one. Who can tell me the first one? Yes, Tara.
Ma'am, I want to say that the third one, mood. Mood is an
We will
open
come.
area.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you want to say the third one. Okay, tell me. Moor?
Mood
It's called moor.
more. Okay.
Yes.
More is option A, an open area of hills covered with rough grass, especially in Britain.
It's not covered, it's covered.
Covered.
Covered. Okay, that or sound try to get away. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Covered.
Okay. Covered. Yes, that's correct. Next we have Neeraj. Bog.
Yes, ma'am. Bog means soft, wet ground or an area of this.
Or an area of this. Yes, absolutely. Just 1 second. I'll just help out Abdullah. Abdullah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Hi. You have informed me for the first time, correct? Maybe you have informed a lot of times before, but you informed me for the first time, correct?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I will get this solved. Okay?
Please solve this immediately.
That's what, not immediately, it's not possible. I'm teaching, right? So I will get it solved. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Next. Now, the third one is, okay, bog is soft, wet ground on an area of this. Okay. Hound. Shambhu, hound.
A type of dog used for hunting.
Very good. Thank you. It's correct. Can anyone make a sentence with any of these words? Can anyone try to make a sentence? Yes, Neeraj?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Stapleton sent his dog to hunt the Mr. Mr. Henry.
Sent his hound, right?
Sent his yes, ma'am. Sent his hound.
Okay. Sushila?
Yes, ma'am. There is a near Baskerville Hall. There is a
Baskerville.
Baskerville. Yes, near Baskerville Hall, there is a moor.
There's a moor.
There is a moor. I didn't get it. Yes, ma'am. Where the criminal and the hound lives there.
Okay. Yes. Mariam?
Yes, ma'am. My parents won't let me go out play on the moor, and especially during winter.
Very good. Tara?
He found himself. Ma'am, My last car was just a bog standard model.
Can you say once again?
My last car was just a bog standard model.
What? My last?
Car, ma'am. C-A-R.
My last car?
My last car was
Yeah.
just a bog standard model.
Soft, wet ground, or an area of this. Was standing on a bog, right? Tara?
Standing on a bog.
Yeah? What did you understand by the term bog? Soft,
Ma'am,
wet
bog.
grat, right? For example, I'm just going to nip to the bog. We've run out of bog, means paper roll or area, right? Like,
I mean, ma'am,
there are
an
two
area of
things.
wet, muddy ground.
An area of wet ground or an area of any kind of thing. Like, for
Too
example,
soft.
yeah. So, for example, we have run out of bog paper. Okay. Like, for example, the paper is soft, right? An area of this. So, we've run out of paper bog. Or I'm going to nip to the bog. Maybe I'm going to play to the bog. Okay. So, what do you mean by your sentence? I did not make sense. I did not understand. Can you repeat again? Either you can say my car was
I can make
my
another,
car.
another
One
sentence.
second. You can just say my car was standing at the bog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Can you write another sentence in the chat box so that we can move on?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure,
Okay.
ma'am.
Sure. Thank you. Next. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's good. That's good. Anyone else wants to write any other sentence, please use the chat box. If there is a mistake, I will correct it. Next. Just 1 second. Yeah, Navjeet, you want to say something?
Yeah, ma'am. About hound.
Yes.
The hound picked up the fox smell and started to chase after it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good. That's a good one. Next. Let's practice. Choose the right answer. Choose the right answer. I want new hands. Yes, Padmavati.
Yes, ma'am. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson are at home.
Okay.
And second one, Doctor.
No. Let everyone do. Okay. Wait 1 second. You said this. Okay. Thank you. Next. Yes, Tinu.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Dr. Moitmar lives in Devon.
Okay. Devon. Okay.
Devon. Yes, ma'am.
Devon. Okay. Next we have Harshit. Can you tell the third one? Harshit. Harshit. Okay, Shambhu.
The hunt and the criminal lives on the moor.
Moor. Very good. Next we have Brajendra.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Number 4.
Sir Henry Baskerville lives at Baskerville
Hall. Thank you, Rajendra. Next we have Mariam.
Yes, ma'am. No, I have work. Dr. Mortimer, Sherlock Holmes.
Very good. Next we have Sharmila.
Yes, ma'am. Watson writes to
Holmes.
Holmes every day.
Thank you. Next. Who did not answer even once? This one. Raising your hand. Just 1 second. Huh? Just 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Please wait, please wait. Yeah, now raise your hand. Who did not answer this for the first? Yes, Tara.
Now I know Sir Henry's servant.
Thank you. Yeah, Neeraj.
Mr. Stapleton runs into bog.
Runs into a bog.
Into a bog.
Okay. Okay. Mariam, Sir Henry Baskerville, is he a singular subject or a plural subject? Huh?
It's a singular.
So what is the subject verb agreement? If the subject is singular, the verb will be?
It will be plural.
Plural. So what
Plural.
will it be? Live or lives?
Lives. I asked for the third one, ma'am.
Which one?
Third, yes, this one. The hound.
The
and
hound
criminal.
and the criminal.
Lives or live on them.
You tell me.
I think it should be live.
Live. Good. I was just marking the answers, not the correct one. We'll check it. Wait. Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharmila, I know. I was just marking the answer so that I can correct them. All right. So it should be live. Why? Because the hound and the criminal, there are two subjects. And we know that whenever there is a subject is plural, the verb will be singular. Next. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. I want everyone to answer this. Okay, so think about it. Raise your hand, take 2 minutes, think, and then speak. Okay, if you were a detective, what would you do to solve the mysteries? What could be the difficulties? And you can also share with me if you have ever solved any mysteries, when you were young, in school, in localities, or in your neighborhood, in your building, in your colony. Okay, tell me. Or if you were a detective, just think. Take 2 minutes, think, and raise your hand. I want everyone to answer. Imagine yourself being a detective. What would you do to solve the mysteries? Raise your hand whenever you're ready. Yeah, Sushila.
Yes, ma'am. If I were a detective, I would first know the story from both sides.
If I was a detective, not were.
Yes, ma'am. If I was a detective, I would know the story first from both sides, what is true and what is the false statement.
But how will
Then
you know without proving it?
I would investigate
Okay.
from both sides, not only from one person. I'll try to know from beside near the house who are living. Yes, I will know the story. Then then I prepare the notes and I try to inquire and I try to solve it as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay, that's great. And what could be the difficulties?
Difficulties is that we don't know who is telling the truth and who is telling the exact truth. And there will be a lot of time taking if only one person works on a single investigation.
Hmm. 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 Have you heard of any mysteries, recent mysteries in India where they are solving the cases, but it's difficult?
No, ma'am. Only watching web series, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything else, Sushila?
Uh, I try to solve the case before watching the series fully.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. All right. Next, Neeraj.
Yes, ma'am. When I were a detective, if I go to solve any case, I observe the small things which is happening around, and try to understand the background of culprit, whom he talking recent days, and is anyone who threat the culprit in the recent time,
Mm-hmm.
and also observing the things that related to culprits such as property and these things, because I think these are the things uh, for from which ma'am, I think from which
It's
uh,
called clues,
incident
right? Clues.
yes ma'am, yes ma'am, clues. And so I think to observing these we find the clues and follow the further process. So I think this in this way we can reach real who real thief or real criminal. uh, what difficulties, uh, what could be the difficulties? Yes ma'am, I think there are different type of difficulties. First off, your own security may be at risk, and and also if anyone commit crime, he always uh, vanish the clues which is and
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing, ma'am. And
Yes. And who is the culprit behind it, right?
yes ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Very good, Neeraj. And at least I like the effort you are putting in to speak. So well done. Well done. Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, Mariam.
Yes, ma'am. What would you do to solve mysteries? In order to solve mysteries, first of all, it's important to take care of your identity. You have to conceal it from the outer world so that your enemies won't know about your identity. And then after that, I would look for the sources from where I can get correct clues, and I would note it down or record it and maintain it so that I won't forget, or as a proof also I will collect it, and so that in court or any other place I can prove that this happened and this is not happened, and how the crime was committed actually.
Like,
And
I think Sushila just gave a nice idea in the
yes,
this thing chat box, cybercrime. That's also a good place nowadays,
yes, ma'am.
right?
And you can also look at the phone details of the culprit. It gives a lot of information like where they met, or where the location
Hmm.
can be traced, where
Hmm.
their last location is can be seen through mobile phones.
Hmm.
And what would be the difficulties? The difficulty is, the biggest issue is to conceal your identity, and if there is always a risk, and if the criminals know about your identity, they would not wait for any minute to kill you.
Yeah.
And
Nowadays, in the recent, I don't want to name a celebrity, but his death also, everyone became
yeah,
detectives. And the
yeah,
difficulty is, the influential people sometimes even they wipe away all the clues.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you came across some smart criminal or culprit that that wipes out his entire proof, then it is entirely difficult to dig that crime, or
Yeah. Yeah. Find the
to
find the
find
right
proof,
culprit.
or to collect clues or something like that.
Right.
And another difficulty is that um, you might get wrong proofs. You might be doing something, you are investigating in some other way, or the crime is taking place in some another direction. So
Mm.
that's another problem.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mariam. That was a good answer. Next, hi Tara.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Tara.
Ma'am. Okay, fine. So,
Okay.
if I was a detective,
Mm.
what would you do to solve it? Okay. At first, I think if I if I think as a detective, then detective solve problems by finding the relationship between facts, right, ma'am? uh, they observe what others don't, and eliminate the impossible. Is it right, ma'am?
Maybe, yes. Different cases have different things. Okay.
Even when you have eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Okay. Okay. That's a good way to look at it. And what could be the difficulties?
Ma'am, difficulties, what I can say. Ma'am, first of all, I would like to say, ma'am, life risk. It's a life risk first, and second, a criminal investigation is a multifaceted problem solving challenge, I can say.
Yes.
Detectives must make critical decisions rapidly, sometimes involving life and death based on limited information in a
Right.
dynamic environment
Right.
of active and still involving events, right?
Absolutely.
Even ma'am, detectives are responsible and empowered under the law to make judgment, law to make judgment, what I can say, judgment calls that will dramatically affect the lives of those involved.
Absolutely.
That's it, ma'am.
That was good. Very well explained, Tara. Navjeet. Everyone else, please raise your hand. Come on. Sharmila, Brajendra, Harshit, Padmavat. Yes, Navjeet.
Yeah, ma'am. I want to share some mystery over here in Punjab. I heard the mystery in Punjab from the village Govindwal Sahib. I heard uh, there is a temple where the family are living with their kids. Uh, After some days, a 6-year-old girl dug into the sand after killing. But when the police investigators came there and saw the crime scene, there was no clue to find. But after some days, when I saw the news on news TV channels, then there was a shocking news that the criminal was her own mother. Because
sad to know.
Yeah, because she was in relationship with the other man.
Okay.
Who don't want to accept her
Children.
children, yes, accept her kids. So they want to
Kill the child.
kill the child. After then they got married. But yeah, that is so shocking news. Means no one can trust, anyone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, Naji.
And someone and one news more, the 2.5 year old baby girl, who same type killing
Right.
like her neighbor aunt.
Okay. Okay. Great. Yes. Yes, Naveed. Nowadays we have a lot of cases like this. True. Yes, Sharmila.
Yes, ma'am. What would you do to solve the mystery? First, if I were a detective, first we go to the place and find out the and check all the evidence and keep in order all the evidence and incidents also, and find out the find out the
Culprit.
all culprit with the help of the
Clues.
clues, and then after um, then after we ultimately we find out the result of what will happen with the help of the evidence and circumstances.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
uh,
And what could be the difficulties?
the difficulties, there are so many type of difficulties. First, our identity. Second thing, there are so many clues or evidence are the same. Sometime they are the same, and we could not find the result. Ultimately, we cannot go the final result. That's why that is the difficulty. Sometimes we give the decision in the fact of the facts according to we see, but the original facts were abolished by the culprit or criminal. That's why sometimes we have so many this type of difficulty.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That was good. Anyone else wants to share? Abdullah, Brijesh, Shambhu, please raise your hand. You know, in Bengali, I don't know whether all of you read, of other, watch movies about of other languages. In Bengali, there's a very famous character called Feluda. You know, it's by Satyajit Ray. If you can, there are versions of this book in English also. Read it. It's a very good book. Yeah. So, oh yes, Tara said yes. So, Satyajit Ray also has many detective books. It's one of my favorites, actually. Yes, yes, it's very interesting. Feluda, and we have many other books in India, especially in many regional languages. Apart from English, we have many good mystery books. You know, in when I was a child, if you have kids at home, tell them to read books called Famous Five. It's about five friends who solve mysteries, you know. So encourage children, if you have kids, encourage children to even read. You can even read Famous Five, Feluda, Famous Five. All these are very good books. Next we have, yeah, okay, I'm writing here. Feluda, Famous Five, okay, all these books. All right. Next we have, the world is full of obvious things which nobody by any chance ever observed. Evil indeed is the man who has not one woman to mourn him. What do you think about this quote? The last one, evil indeed is the man who has not one woman to mourn him. It means, what does it mean? Can you tell me? Evil indeed is the man. Mourn means if somebody dies, you feel sad and you cry, right? So, what if, see, even if somebody is a criminal, they have a family, right? At the end of the day. Yeah, Mariam, tell me.
I think evil is never be justified. and it cannot be, and evil will remain evil. However you try to make it or conceal it with beautiful facts or colors, whosoever has done something bad or malicious would be punished and should be punished, and and people would never feel guilty or bad about other who has done any crime.
Absolutely. Sometimes even criminals have families who mourn about them, but if there is someone in this world who, who really does not have anyone, he is indeed an evil, right?
Yes.
Because everybody has at least one person to cry over, even if he is a criminal. Yes, Marin.
His a wife or his family. There was a trend in TikTok. I don't know whether you know, ma'am, or not, but it was about a boy who had killed, a lady and her daughter. That was about 1 month old, and there was a lot of people who were supporting him, like saying that he's a minor, or he should not go to jail, or he shouldn't deserve that much harsh treatment, that he's going to imprisonment for 24 years or like 25 years.
No, I have no idea.
I will,
Maybe.
I will search and I will tell you the name about that case in
Sure.
the chat box.
Sure, sure. And read this book, Feluda.
Yeah, I'm
You're
sure.
really going to enjoy. All of you, if you have spoken a lot today, I'm sure all of you are interested in books. Read it. It's going to be really interesting. Okay. Okay. And what else do you want to speak? You can raise your hand. The world is full of obvious things which nobody, by any chance, ever observe. It means our world is full of mysterious things. Sometimes we don't observe in our everyday life, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Have you ever come across any mystery personally that you've never solved? I will tell you one funny incident. I had a gold bangle. Okay. I had lost it around 7.5 to almost 8 years ago. I searched for it everywhere. Suddenly, one fine day, after all these years, 2.5 months ago, I found it in the on the last corner of my cupboard. I don't know how it went there. So yeah. Yes, Sushila.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, nothing, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, Sharmila.
Yes, ma'am. One mystery is also not solved. Delhi case, the doctor's case.
Yeah.
The doctor daughter was murdered
Yes.
to their driver, I think.
Right.
Somebody, but that is
Unsolved.
unsolved. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are so many unsolved cases. Yes, Mariam.
Yes, ma'am. That girl name was Aroshi.
Yeah.
Aroshi, yes.
Yes. Yes. I think Sharmila is talking about that
Yes,
only,
yes,
right?
Arushi
Arushi.
case. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even Sushant Singh's case
Yes,
nowadays.
ma'am. Srishant.
And
So
that
yeah.
11 people who did suicide
Hmm.
in Delhi, that was a house in Delhi.
Yeah, there are
Yes.
many mysteries like this all over the world. Yes, absolutely.
And people say that they did it because they were involved in a cult, and due to they were they were pressurized or some kind of a
Hmm.
how can say
Influence.
influence.
They
They
did
were
it.
in such that it said that you do, if you kill yourself you will gain power and money
Yeah,
and all of these
sacrifice and
things.
all this. Yeah, all
Yeah,
this is all
you will
right.
become immortal, and that's
Yes, absolutely. See, I hope all of you enjoyed today's session. Okay.
Yes,
yes, ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
Again, we will come
Yes,
and
ma'am.
do it. Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone, and keep
Thank you.
reading.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Yes,
if you
yes.
come across, read this book, Feluda. Okay, Famous Five
Okay.
and all these things.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
ma'am.
It was a